Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, what happened here, Bri?
My car is broken for now.
Dang.
My engine has locked up. Won't move.
Dun dun dun.
Bom 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 bom.
Down.
Brian's car, right? Look at here. This is a big deal. Brian was drifting on Friday. He was on the track. All of a sudden, his car just shut off, and now his engine is locked up. And well, we haven't looked at it since.
Yes, I looked at it a little bit at the track. I pulled the plugs. Everything looked good. Checked the oil. Looked good. Definitely won't turn over even without the plugs in it. Never misfired when it was on the track. It just kind of, it chugged a couple times and went, and I heard the drive shaft be like, hey, stop, what are you doing? And then it just, and then.
Today we're gonna try and check it out and see if we can figure out what it is. We're really hoping it's not the engine because as you guys know, we just swapped in this engine. It's low miles, it's the M54, the ZHP motor. This was the big upgrade we just did, so fingers crossed, super tight that it's not the engine.
Yeah, that would suck.
And I don't know, we're kind of hoping it's something with the flywheel or something, but let's get it up in the air and we'll start digging right into it. What are you guys doing?
Nothing. We're performing.
Where are you sticking that thing?
Don't worry about it.
Oh my God. Josh, while Brian's putting his car on the lift, I have a side mission for you.
Okay.
All right, so I have your block here on the stand and everything,
good.
right?
A lot of the other shit off.
Yeah, so what I want you to do, all right, is I want you to clean this up a little more and I want you to paint the block black tonight.
All right.
Sound good?
Where's the prep wall?
Do a little bit of this.
Yeah, I know. I already saw that.
Take a little bit of this.
Oh, okay. We're using this instead of prep wall? Okay.
And then we're not gonna mask it off because we're gonna take everything off it, so just spray paint it.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
And then maybe a little bit of, this'll do. Here.
Sick.
So hopefully by the end of the day, this crusty little block will be looking, well, a little more presentable. All right, so right now, as it sits, the BMW is fully locked up. No plugs in it, out of gear. You can't spin the engine at all. The starter won't do anything. We put a breaker bar on it. It's not moving at all. So now we're kind of hoping that it might just be a flywheel clutch issue because, well, the odds are slim, but it would be a lot nicer if it was. It would be very nice if there was just a huge chunk of something in the way. This isn't telling me much.
Yeah, I didn't think it.
Look how useless this thing is. Oh,
What can you see?
nothing.
There's a slave cylinder. My motor over here? Well,
I don't know.
There is a 10mm missing there.
Right above the access hole.
I feel like I would have put that in. And directly next to the hole.
So we're not convinced it's the engine, so it might be worth just pulling the transmission. What do you think? Should we do it?
Well, if it's the engine, the transmission's got to come off anyways.
What do you think, Justin?
I'd pull the transmission.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh! We did that last time too.
You dented my exhaust again.
The same spot too.
Same spot.
We literally did that last time.
That scared the shit out of me.
Alright, one is out of the way. It's just limping it. There we go, there you go.
Pull that sucker out.
Oh, that was a satisfying noise.
I love that. You guys can tell we're in good spirits right now because we're feeling very optimistic about it. So hopefully by the end of the video, we're still in good spirits.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't take, 180-degree turn and Brian's not outside screaming at the top of his lungs.
I won't do that. Good card.
He'll just do it off cam.
No, he won't.
Shifter's off.
Cool. Thanks for that.
I've been shaking this can for so long, I think it's good to go.
All right, well, luckily, the only thing we were using in this big pile of mess right here is actually the short block itself, not the oil pan, not the head, nothing. So technically, Josh doesn't really have to tape anything up. So, Josh, have at it, buddy.
Okay.
I've been watching the tech stuff on it.
Brian's on the tippy toes. I'm full spread eagle. This is the compromises we make to work together. Rotate it? How is this possible? Pain in the ass. These two balancing bolts are gonna be the end of us.
Let's go to the other side.
Yeah, we'll come back to that one. So the cheat code on BMWs to get the balancing bolts is usually like a 4-foot extension. We don't have that. We got a bunch of loosies. We got this. There we go. That felt good. Are you out?
Oh!
3 more to go.
Hey, all the starter bolts get thrown over there.
Josh out.
Yeah, we're gonna be like most other YouTubers, just making an entire video out of this one section.
There's
Well, it looks like an exhaust jack, but it's probably the next thing on the list.
Dude, they're like 70 bucks on Amazon.
In the meantime, we'll improvise.
Improvise.
There's 2 transmission bolts that are just not happening, so we're gonna have to pull the engine out and actually lower the engine. In the meantime, it looks like Josh is getting to work on the new engine. He's got to pull the head off because we're not using that head, and well, we got to see what the bottom end looks like. And I'll tell you what.
well, at the very least,
Very nervous to find out.
I hope it surprises us by looking great.
Dude, I hope the bottom end looks beautiful, but it'll be
A surprise.
a surprise if it's perfect. If it looks like it has compression, I'll be happy.
This is very satisfying.
Oh my God. Wow. And that sat with an oil cap off of it for God knows how long.
Yeah.
That,
one spot.
that makes me way more optimistic that the cams that had a hole exposed to the atmosphere for probably 2 years look this good. So, all right, all you gotta do is pull out 10 head studs and you're good to go.
Just to show you, let's be
Bolts,
deceiving, baby.
head bolts.
Head bolts.
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 just needed some muscles.
Morfab, not only custom fabricator, world champion strongman.
Tonight's a night of surprises. We're gonna see if his bottom end looks decent. We're gonna see if Brian's car's screwed or what. We can never get those transmission bolts out.
Oh, and we're gonna see who wins the election.
Wow, it's a big night. All right, head should come off. Ready, Josh? 3, 2. Oh, yep.
wow.
That come off. Okay, now we can finally rotate this thing. Ooh. Oh, that looks awesome, dude.
Oh yeah. Crosshairs, everything.
That looks fantastic. I mean, it sure looks a hell of a lot better than the other one. I mean, obviously we can't tell if it has compression around it. We can put some oil in there and see, you know, what happens with it. But okay.
I was just say, can you do the hand trick that
We can
Brian
do the
did?
hand trick. Ooh.
There it is.
It's got compression in one cylinder.
Oh. All right, cylinder 2 and cylinder 4 is compression. Let's see about cylinder 1. Oh, nice. Boom.
Woo!
They have compression by Justin's hand, so walls look great. Pistons are clean. It creates suction on Justin's hand, so
That's surprisingly good, actually, for a motor that's been sitting that long.
yeah, I am feeling pretty good about this.
Got all your gaskets?
Most of them.
What?
Dude, this is awesome.
Well, I'll find them. Don't worry.
All right.
This is like,
I'll travel the state if I have to.
this is huge. This is a huge win. As far as we could tell, everything looks perfect. So, big surprise for an engine that sat.
Who would have thought that this whole time Josh had a motor that would have worked for it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
and
the
it was
corner.
just sitting in my garage that I didn't even know I had.
Well,
Did you get it?
30-minute battle later, we finally cracked the loose. It's fighting back again. Shit. Dude, this one transmission bolt is. Ooh!
Whoa!
Sorry, B.
We're good.
You got ninja reflexes.
Thank you. And like doing it like this.
Yeah.
Dude, that's I sort of almost
Yeah.
got it like that. 5. Did you guys figure out what the issue was?
Tom.
Where have you been this whole time? Were you in the office?
I was buying a bunch of parts.
good.
I don't believe it. You were probably buying shoes.
Diagnosing.
Yeah, he was. Don't lie,
I bought mad parts.
Will DJ's car drive under its own power in 2020? Stay tuned.
It's gonna be a race between me and DJ.
Should we take bets right now on camera?
Let's go.
Take a bet.
Yeah, what do you want to put on it?
Well, wait, his car's only misfiring.
Misfiring. I can
That
still
doesn't
limp it around the
count.
parking lot.
Yeah, but Drew's cars are misfiring for like a year.
Oh, good
Drive
a year,
his car
yeah.
this year.
No, my car just started misfiring. I
Today,
just haven't
rather.
driven it in the last.
I will
365
put
days.
$20 that DJ's car is driving first.
The Jay-Z
Yeah.
At 100%.
at 100% not misfiring.
Well, Drew,
His car?
$20. You heard it here first.
Then
Plus,
it'll just drive
DJ's
fine.
about to buy me dinner.
I'm gonna buy 4 coil packs tonight.
He won't fix it tonight.
$20, you heard it here first.
It's working, but
Slowly but surely. Damn ass bolt.
What are we doing here?
All right, well, that one bolt took us probably twice as long as it did to take everything else apart. So that thing's probably not going back in. We're half a bolt away. The trans can come out. We don't have a trans jack, so if I don't drop it on my head. But we're almost there.
Look at that.
Look how nice and little that is.
There we go. What do you call it? You got it? That's all you, baby. That's all you. You got it? Cool. Very smooth. All right, so we can see we have a clutch and a flywheel. Now, let's see if there's anything weird about it. I was looking in the back. I don't see anything hitting it. No. No? Yeah, it's still locked up, see? So there's nothing binding on the transmission because we still can't rotate it. So, and I'm really hoping there was something, you know, between the flywheel and the engine that was preventing it from rotating, but...
There is.
What?
Oh wait, no, that's just the starter.
Oh fuck, I got one more.
Holy shit. Did it just fall out?
Yeah, this just fell out.
Crazy.
Your pilot bearing just fell out. That's interesting. That wouldn't prevent it from spinning, but still not
Not a good sign.
the best. But here, clutch looks brand new. Even though the clutch is brand new, Brian does have some miles on it and a lot of clutch kicks. Still looks great, so that's good news. It's not a cheap clutch. Let's blast this flywheel off real quick. Flywheel off. Still
not cranking.
Still locked up. Yep, so looks like the transmission, flywheel, clutch didn't have anything to do with it, which was, yes, that was a shot in the dark, but of course we had to try that first because it was our easiest bet. So looks like engine has to come out and well, we'll have to take it apart to really figure out what went wrong, but we haven't technically drained the oil yet. Usually when, you know, things go bad, you could see it just in the dipstick alone, which we didn't see, so I might as well drain the oil now and see if we can see anything in it. Sound good? Yeah.
Look close.
It's very shiny.
It's extremely metallic.
Oh, yeah, maybe we should have led with this.
Yeah.
No, it's extremely metallic. It's crazy because, bro, you never heard a rod knock or anything, right?
Nothing.
Yeah, usually, like, honestly, like, usually when you lose oil pressure or something.
I mean, like I said, it chugged twice and then it locked up.
Yeah.
6 hours running time on this oil.
So most likely, I bet
So
one of
it-
your rods tacoed, and it's probably wedged inside the block,
If that's the case, then I probably hydrolocked it.
which makes a lot of sense because it
But
was,
I don't see water coming out.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of water on the track that day.
Yeah.
I probably honestly hydrolocked it.
It was a very wet
He
day.
probably hydrolocked it at 7,000 RPMs, and that thing just had that rod just go. Now it's wedged, and it won't crank. All right, guys, so it looks like our luck was there on Josh's engine. This bottom end looks beautiful, and honestly, this thing probably could have sat for longer than, I mean, we were saying this thing could have actually been sitting for more than almost 8 years.
Possibly.
Possibly, and it looks, well, pretty damn good.
It looks damn good.
So we got all cleaned up, and now it's essentially ready to get thrown back together. So we got to put on his head, all his components. We're gonna re-gasket it. There's not really much to it, so it won't be too bad. So hopefully, very shortly, this will be back in the Corrado, and it's very exciting.
Yes, exciting.
So this is working out extremely well for Josh. Unfortunately, we did not have the same luck for Brian. So Brian is very convinced that he hydrolocked it since, one, there was a lot of water on the track, and two, I mean, that's the only thing that really makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it still could have been the oil pump. I guess we'll find out when we either pull the pan off or take a piston rod combination out, or several of them, see which one's looks like a banana. You know the worst part is there was a very large puddle exiting the track, and I hit it once, and I was like, man, I should just take my intake off and put the filter on the thing. And I was like, ain't got time for that. I should have definitely did that.
You want to tell me where your intake is?
Right there.
Right here.
You can see.
Looks
the
like-
filter's up higher. Yeah, I tried to prevent that. You know what I mean? But a massive puddle is a massive puddle.
Oh yeah, there is your filter. Looks like your wet air intake came back to bite you in the ass.
Dude, that shit felt good on the highway though.
So it sucks, right? We put a lot of time in that engine. It was a great engine. We put like a lot of gaskets on it. Brian had to port the head, but whatever. At the end of the day, he had the ZHP motor, so now we can get him a 330 motor. Just throw his ZHP cams in it, re-gasket it, throw it in, and we're good to go, and he's back on the road. Obviously, it's a lot of work. It's a pain in the ass. We literally just did it, but you know, it's part of drifting. And luckily, the 330 motor is a lot cheaper than the ZHP motor, and we'll be good to go. So if any of you guys local have a 330 M54 for the low, let us know. If not, we'll probably just grab a junkyard motor in a couple days. So we'll get her back on the road soon enough.
Yeah, we'll find something. We'll make it right.
We'll make it
Not
right.
too worried about it.
So luckily, not. I mean, I guess like the drift season is kind of over anyway. So if it was to happen, it did happen at the best time. So, so be it. It's part of the game. So, I guess we're gonna end it there. So you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And Donald,
Have a great night.